Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Divine Comedian here, coming at you with a reading. It's going to be for. So, I'm not even going to say who it's going to be for. We'll figure that out. Spirit wants you to know, do not fear a kitchen witch, a book witch, or somebody who has no experience doing black magic. As a matter of fact, do not fear black magic at all. Is it real? Yes, it is real. The only time that black magic can ever affect you, okay, you don't have to be divine, you don't have to anything like that. We're all God's children. We're all created, okay, in the light of God. Your path has been designed for you, for what you're supposed to do, your life's purpose. Will there be people that will get in your way? Absolutely. 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 Wow. Okay. Ooh, coming up with new words now. Okay. It's early. Forgive me. What I'm seeing, Spirit wants you to think from this day forward, whoever you are, who's ever watching, something in your way is as simple as just saying, excuse me, and moving around them. I'm picturing people walking on a sidewalk, like the busy city, New York City. If you've lived in New York City, you've walked down. If you have a purpose, like you're late to work or you have to get somewhere, you're excited to be somewhere, you have a purpose. And you're walking and people just moving out of your way, or sometimes people get in your way, slow down for a second, excuse me, you walk past that person. Imagine those people being blockages. Do not assign a blockage to a person. I'm just speaking so that you can visually understand what I'm saying. Do not assign a blockage to a person. Just blockages in general. That's how you navigate through obstacles and blockages in life. With a simple excuse me, you know you have to be somewhere on time. The time is now. Divine timing is not up to us, of course, but time is limited, especially on the physical plane of being human. We all have a purpose. And the faster we stay within that purpose, the faster we get into that purpose and we stay on our path and we stay on our true path, the easier, the better, the more abundant, the more fulfilling life is going to be. But some of you have a masculine that's waking up, because I heard don't wake the baby. I pictured in my mind like, shh, the baby's sleeping, or oh no, they're starting to wake up. The baby's starting to wake up. It's not a baby, but you know what I mean. You know how if you have a child at home, or you start to see them stir a little bit. They open their eyes and then they go back to sleep, and then they open their eyes and they go back to sleep. I feel like them opening their eyes and going back to sleep is what's been happening for a little while now. But now they're finally starting to wake up. Because if you watched my last video about when that sex magic wears off, it's going to be like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Because we have to look at things this way. A lot of people who watch this twin flame, type stuff and the karmics and all this stuff, look at it as being like, oh, this girl stole my man type thing, which in fact they did. But it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual union. They are a blockage in the path of the divine masculine and the divine feminine fulfilling their purpose of what they're supposed to be doing. If you know that you're spiritually gifted and you know that you have a purpose, you know it already. You know it already. And if it's supposed to be fulfilled with your divine counterpart, that doesn't necessarily mean. I did meet another reader who did read for twin flame, and she said, I am in union with my twin. We're not together, but because I'm married and he's with someone. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is coming back to have a relationship with you, although it could lead to that. I did meet another twin flame couple that didn't even know that they were twin flames. It's crazy. I did a sound healing ceremony at a beach, and they were a guest speaker, and they wrote a book about their experience. And I said to the woman last Sunday when I saw her, I said, do you realize that you're a twin flame? And she says, I have no idea what that is. I said, look it up. These two were friends for a very long time. And he got into a motorcycle accident. His life was very chaotic. He was having a lot of trouble with his wife at the time. I think he was going through a divorce. He was having trouble with his kids. He was just having a lot of trouble. And he got into a very, very bad motorcycle accident. I'm talking broken. Spine broken, like neck, everything. He should not have survived. But he did. And he was in a coma for months. And this woman, who was his friend, prayed to him. But the way she prayed was she was able to he heard her because he remembered his experience. He remembered his experience on the other side. The people that had crossed over were greeting him in certain places, all the places that he liked to be, all the places in Centerport, Long Island, the beach, all these places that he grew up, that he remembered, where he remembered these souls that had passed on. And they were having these meetings together, and they were talking, and he was wondering to himself, well, why are you here? Like you've passed over. Like, how is this possible? He was that conscious, and he heard her praying for him every single day. It was her voice that led him back to wake up, both spiritually and physically. He woke up, he healed. And when I tell you, to this day, they're beautiful. When you watch them play music and everything, they're just so in sync. And I didn't realize what I was seeing at the time until it just clicked. And I said, oh, shit. So when I went out, because I wasn't sure if they were together, if they were a couple, I thought, okay, maybe they just maintained the friendship. No. They got together. And they're spending the rest of it. She said, I never thought that would ever happen. That wasn't the plan. That wasn't the reason why I was there. But there was just something inside of me that drew me to this man. So don't lose hope. You can speak to your person's soul. Nothing can stop you from doing that. You can pray to them. You can pray for them. You can have your voice of the light to bring them back out of darkness. Nothing can stop you from that. Especially if you're dealing with a kitchen witch. It doesn't matter even if you're dealing with a gifted practitioner who's doing something, okay? Do not fear that. Don't fear that. Yes, there are people who work in the dark. But if that's a third party to what, that person is going to face that karma. Because you're asking, therefore you must pay. And if they're not paying for it, because the practitioners, they're accepting money, they're doing what they're doing, they're making their offerings, but the person who's asking to receive, all right, may not be paying, and they're going to have to pay pretty soon. This is the time now for things to be exposed. So, and it's sad because sometimes when people do things to other people, and it doesn't touch that person because it's not meant to, it bounces and it hits other people in their life, and it's really sad to see stuff like that happen. But we're not going to continue to talk about that. I've been talking about that for 8 minutes. Let's get into the reading. Let's find out what we need to know about this divine masculine. Let's look into this divine masculine, please, and thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So they're starting to see the good in all things and love. Whoa, this just humor was on the bottom of the deck before. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. We talked about those challenges. Overcoming. It's not just about, for these masculines, it's not just about overcoming a breakup or overcoming a broken heart because of something, these challenges. No, these challenges are facing a lot of things in life. When you talk about facing your shadow, you must understand the reason why we have to face these things is so that the energies that came into our lives that brought these challenges in the first place do not manifest or get met again in something else. If you grew up in an abusive household where you watched your parents fight and physically fight and all this stuff, and then you grow up later to become someone who's physically abusive to your partner, or you lived with, a parent, just whatever your shadow was. I don't want to give a million examples, okay, because I don't want to trigger anybody, but you know what your shadow is. And if you don't face that, and if you don't do things about the things that hold you back in life, you're going to keep facing those challenges over and over and over again until you face it, until you fix it. You have to face it. And sometimes things are just meant to be faced. They're not meant to be, because sometimes, in life, this thing is so bright. Bright light, bright light. Hold on. That's too much light. I can never have too much light. I think that's okay. Maybe if I shut this off. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the flow, but that light was shining in my eyes. Okay, that's better. Okay, get a little dark and intimate in here. As I was saying, okay, when you face the shadows, if you don't know your masculine well, you're not going to know what type of shadow he needs to face. That's for him to know. And you don't want to know because you don't want to pick up those burdens. Well, maybe I can help you with that. No. You've helped enough. All right, so let's find out what needs to be surrendered. Let's get some surrender cards out here. Find out what's going on. I just saw surrender to non-action on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I didn't take it. What needs to be surrendered by the Divine Masculine? Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. But I feel as if what's letting in is letting spirit in to help, for guidance, because they're the ones that you chose the path that you live on. So, we need to be reminded here in the physical, because we forget. When we're born, we forget. And along the way, we get reminded of little things as to what we're supposed to be doing. This is all a part of a plan. How we live, how we die, it's all a part of a plan. And along the way, some people lose touch with spirit and they forget why they're here. Surrender to attachments to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Yes, that is, let me just read that again. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. That's a message for both of you, Spirit says. If you're holding on to that this person is going to, marry you or get into a relationship with you, and that's going to be the end result, you might sabotage that because that might not happen. All you need to do is pray that this person finds their grace, finds their healing, gets back on their path, and then let go. And pray for you. Surrender to attachments of results. It might not happen where it's this glorious union, but it's going to be a union regardless. Whether it's marriage, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, there will be a union, a spiritual union, a blast in the ethers. A big ball of light just went off in my eyes. Leaving behind that legacy for people to follow. That book that those people wrote. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. I know where it is. Hold on. I'll be right back. Here it is. The Place Between Here and There. It's by Catherine Plant and Steven Weber. Even their last names, Plant, Weber, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Read this book. This is the legacy of two souls coming together. It's amazing. And there they are, right in the back. A spiritual connection here on earth. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. This woman was able to, pray and bring this masculine out back to the light to return. It's just get that book. In 50 years from now, I think you can get it on Amazon. In 50 years from now, someone else is going to pick up that book and they're going to know exactly what to do. This isn't something to play with, guys. We have to be patient. We have to be diligent. We have to continue our path. Because even if this divine masculine never wakes up to life's purpose, there will be another soulmate, a backup who can come in and help you. You are still fulfilling your contract. You still did it. And whether they do or not, then they'll have to face it again in the next life. But you know what? You have done what you came here to do. And that's what's most important. Please remember that. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Back to your center. That's what's happening. Back to their center. And then finally on the bottom of the deck we got two more cards. Spirit says, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Surrender your addictions, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking. Take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Right. So they are. And then a couple cards after that, we had surrender to your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right by yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. And then finally, surrender to your soul's path. So they are surrendering to their soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson in every moment. So this is what is going on right now for the divine masculine. It's a very gentle process. Very gentle process. They're just waking up. Everybody's not on the same timeline. Everybody has a different timeline, okay? Your divine masculine could be waking up more and more and more. But once that spiritual grace comes in, it's going to take off like wildfire. So let's find out what's going on. Let's break into the tarot. Let's find out what's going on. Ow. Show me the energy of the divine masculine. Show me the energy of the divine masculine. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the past. This is someone who was lazy, was not putting in the work. Somebody who was delaying putting in the work. This could be meaning a lot of things. It doesn't always have to be spiritual. It could mean a lot of different things. But right next to the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this person, they let go of their gifts. They let go of everything that they had to go for a very non-traditional way of doing things. This was the energy around them. A non-traditional way of doing things. Non-conformity. Problems with authority. They let go of the work that they were supposed to be doing. What else, please and thank you, Spirit? What is their energy now? Tower moment is hit. And this one and this one. Thank you. Wow. See the change? The change. They let go because they let go the laziness, all of that stuff that was happening, not putting in the work. A tower moment hit. And all of this information coming in with the Seven of Wands, all of these people, all of this stuff coming in, trying to burst their bubble. This is them being peaceful, right? meditating, being on their own. See the spiritual light that's hitting them here in the middle? This candle is like, let me put this candle someplace else. Okay. I feel like, okay. I can never get this right. I think it's because of the camera I use. Well, that's way too bright. Okay, that's better. All this information that they're getting, that the Divine Masculine is getting, all of these temptations, all of these things, okay? But when you really look at this card, a lot of these wands are laying down. There's only one that's reaching up, okay, to try to burst this bubble, right? There's only one. What that one is, we'll find out, but I think we know who that is, okay? The Page of Pentacles. They've received a gift. From this spiritual enlightenment, they have received a gift. Something tangible, something that they can work with. A guidebook, if you will. This is what you need to do, Divine Masculine, to be on your path, to get on your purpose. Put your other foot to the ground. And this is something that has made them happy. This has been something that they've been wishing for, something that they've been hoping for to happen. To find the treasure. Because I feel this person didn't know what they were supposed to be doing, what their life purpose was supposed to be doing. They may have had some ideas. That's why all these wands are here. They may have had some of these ideas, but they never did anything with them. They weren't following a path until Spirit stepped in and gave them something. What happened in this Tower moment? What happened in the Tower moment? The Lovers in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups. So there we have it. There was a breakup. A breakup. A breakup with a choice. These Five of Wands, okay? This is the release of that. This is letting go of the fighting, letting go of the obstacles, letting go of the challenges, stuff like that. Okay, that's the exit of that type of energy. Because what this brings inside this protective bubble, from all the fighting that happened with the Lovers here in reverse, okay? They realized they made a bad choice, and they have regrets here, because the Five of Cups also talks about having regrets. This is them recovering from this. Recovering from this. Whatever this was. The Lovers. Ten of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this Ten of Cups with the Lovers in reverse speaks very, very loudly. We have two nines here. This Ten of Cups in reverse underneath the Lovers, the Tower, the Eight of Pentacles speaks extremely loudly of what type of connection that they were in with the person that they thought they were supposed to be with, that was going to be on their path. Okay? The Ace of Swords is about the truth. They were given the truth. This is what they were given here. The truth. About a Queen of Swords that they were with. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is not someone that you want to meet anytime soon. This is a very dishonest person. This is someone who's very, they know the truth, but they bend it. They're manipulative. They're cold. They're rigid. They're unyielding. This is somebody who tried to block the past into truth with a lot of lies and manipulation. And that's where this Nine of Wands comes from. The mental stress, the burdens, the having to feel defensive all the time. A sword can cut a wand, depending on what the wand is made out of, right? I feel as if the person that they were with had no trouble getting into their head, messing with them mentally, because this is a wounded warrior, regardless. This is somebody who's been hurt in the past. And once somebody knows how to hurt you, they'll do it over and over and over and over and over again. They know how to trigger you. They know how to set you off for their convenience. They know exactly what to say. They know exactly how to look. They know exactly what to do, even down to the littlest minute thing, to set you off, to set you up, to make you look like you're the crazy one. You have all these problems. You've been doing all of this stuff. That is what prevented this masculine from coming towards you. That mental wounding. Because of the deliberate cruelty. And this could also read a way that they made you feel, which I don't pick up on that because we're just dealing with them. But with the happiness they thought they were going to have and everything that happened from this energy caused them to have more anxieties, more stresses, more blocks, more walls. And this was deliberately done. Because now over here on this side, which when I asked about the divine feminine, here you are, this Nine of Pentacles, and here's this Emperor here. They are, or were, very egotistical. All in the ego, my way or the highway. I feel as if this person that they were with, okay, well, here we have the Devil in reverse here. So that energy is being released. That hold on them is being released. That hold from the devil is being released. That ego is being released. Because when you look at the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, they're both two people that are celebrating their independence. And the things that they have in life, the happiness that they feel, the investments that they've made, the things that they have in their life. Okay, the seeds that they've planted. Where one of them is more practically happy and the other one is more emotionally happy. You understand? Because cups are about emotions. I like that the devil energy is being released. Okay? I like that. I like to see the devil in reverse. This is recovery from this deliberate cruelty, from an abusive situation. And I'm not saying any party is more guilty than the other one, but let's get the tea and find out what happened, because you know I like to be nosy. Thank you for watching my channel, guys. If you hadn't already subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Helps me to share my channel, helps other people find these messages. I really appreciate it. Oh, bottom of the deck, tired of drama. And what's behind that? Nail salon venting, talking about your issues. That could be where all of those Seven of Wands were coming from, right? Where all those Seven of Wands were coming from, where it's trying to penetrate this person's peace. Because if there was a breakup, which obviously there was, people could be talking about this now. People could be talking about what happened with the breakup. Somebody, the karmic could be talking about it with her friends, could be just talking about it to everybody, just literally trying to ruin this masculine's reputation. Because it's more, especially when there's the devil energy, okay? The devil is the other side of the lovers. Where a lover's is a choice to have a happy, divinely guided relationship, which this was not. That's why it was in the reverse. And the devil is in reverse. The emperor is releasing this. Give us some more tea on this karmic. There's just no easy way out. Ooh, thank you. Promiscuous, sleeps around, a hoe, free for all, sleeps with your man. Okay. Sleeps with your man. What else? Thank you. Ooh, gym. Meeting someone at the gym, staying long hours, doing more than working out. Okay. So it seems as if, yeah. Falling apart, falling into pieces, all torn up. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours, love is a battlefield. Interesting. What else? Keeping a promise. So this is what we have about the karmic. Nail salon venting, promiscuous, sleeps around. Do you know why? And this isn't about like just being a hoe. Okay, it's not just about that. This karmic, because she was not able to fully dominate and take this energy from the divine masculine, she needs to go and try to find another energy source, another person to get lured into her lair, if you will. Part of this nail salon venting is hopefully, you know what, here's the energy behind that, is what Spirit's telling me. Hopefully somebody will hear what I'm saying, feel sorry for me, and say, oh, hey, by the way, I have a good friend that I'd like you to meet. Oh, hey, girl, let's go out and get some coffee. And, and then it's kind of like sleeps around, a hoe, free for all, sleeps with your man. Where it's like, oh, why don't you come to my house? My husband has a lot of single friends. And she comes there and then ends up sleeping with this person's husband. Or meets somebody at the gym and takes their boyfriend, or whatever it is, because that's the type of karmic energy, that's the type of attention that this energy would seek. Attention. Can I take from someone else? Can I cause heartache? Can I start this cycle again with someone else? Because that's what karmics live for. Can I reach in and crush someone else's heart just because I can? Can I cause drama and destruction in someone else's world? That's what this karmic energy does. And meanwhile, the masculine is tired of the drama. He's falling apart, but falling apart in the sense that, all right, we're falling apart because the puzzle that you created with this karmic energy was not held together by anything stable. If you don't glue a puzzle together before you hang it on the wall, doesn't it fall apart to pieces? What do we hang on the wall? Pictures of family, pictures of beautiful things that we love. But if you don't hang it up the right way, it falls off, right? So that's what that is. And then fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours, love is a battlefield, and keeping a promise. This is keeping a promise. I'm not saying that they had to actually make a promise to you, but this is a promise of commitment. This is a promise of union between two divine people who have a purpose to fulfill. Let's get the romance angels out here. Give us some energy on keeping a promise. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. What else? You deserve love. You are lovable. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And wedding. This situation involves marriage. And you have the ring there. Keeping a promise, marriage. Let your friends help you. You deserve love. You are lovable. And chemistry. Bottom of the deck, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith. Have faith and trust. Okay? This is a cycle that is blowing off someplace else. This is a good thing. Not good for the next person that has to encounter this karmic. But it's about being, if you're watching this video, you know that you have a purpose. You know that you have, right? You have a purpose that you must be fulfilled. And maybe this person is the other half of that, where the two energies coming together are going to do something really profound and create something tangible, something of a legacy that someone in the future can pick up and say, aha, this is the guide. These are the words I needed for inspiration. So stay peaceful. Stay within love and joy. Continue to raise your vibration. Don't let any thoughts of dark thoughts or spells, or spell work, whatever this karmic was doing is going to wear off. It's not going to last forever. Nobody, well, I mean, probably somebody out there, but most of the time, nobody is going to continue to cast these spells. It gets exhausting. And when two things are not meant to be, that's why we get this destruction. That's why we get this fighting. That's why we get all of these obstacles. That's why we get all of those things. Because it just wasn't meant to be. If you're not in the right place, you're not in the right place. So, anyway, please make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe to support my channel, and I will see you at another reading. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.